True Peace Kens, Captain Vaiaro proposes new mobility solution, autonomous electric ferries. Man, peep the slang. For cities and areas with large bodies of water that already allow for the use of waterborne transport, a solution would be to develop and further integrate this solution. That is where Captain Vaiaro comes in. Captain Vaiaro is a project by the Kyle University in partnership with the New Thesis University and local authorities to develop tomorrow's mass transit solution. It is an autonomous all-electric ferry that stands out for being fully integrated into the local network as part of what is being described as networked inter and multimodal mobility, which creates mobility chains that link all forms of public transport for the benefit and easy access of the end consumer. Peep the slang, yo. In fewer words, the ferry works in conjunction with other forms of public transport like buses. Using it would be a simple task of getting on the app, checking the bus routes that lead to the pier, and then hopping on one to cross the Kyle F. Fjord in Germany. The networking aspect is emphasized in the name of the project, CAPTN, which stands for Clean Autonomous Public Transport Network. But the Vaiaro also stands out for being a striking looking ferry. In keeping with the theme of transport solutions of tomorrow, parties involved in the project have so far developed two concepts for the Vaiaro, both sharing the same boxy, elongated form factor called floating platform and passage. However, one is more like a gliding glass box with a dorsal fin and hydrofoils, the floating platform, while the other looks like a floating terminal covered in futuristic looking lattice work passage. Peep the slang. The idea is the same for both. Offer easy crossing over and body of water at all hours and on demand because they're autonomous. The ferries could operate around the clock with the possibility of an on-demand operation during less busy hours, possible in an accompanying app. Being electric, they offer waterborne transport that is emissions and noise free, but also several times faster than the conventional ferries of the kind used today. Being designed to link with other forms of public transport, these two ferries are meant to be as inclusive as possible. They're spacious yet elegant in their minimalist style with access for wheelchairs, bike stands, and even seats dedicated to pet owners. Passengers will have several large displays to inform them of their destination or the next stop on how much is left in the journey. Mm. Perhaps just as importantly, should these two ferries ever be built, they could become landmarks in and on themselves. The new ferry will also create a new landmark for the city. The designers say in the future, tourists will be told if you could go to Kyle, you definitely want to take the new ferry. Public transport is one of the pressing issues that need to be solved in the urban landscape. Truth be told, this isn't the first electric ferry proposition we got in recent years. Last month, Candela, a leading European builder of electric boats, presented its upcoming project called the Canada P30 Hydrofoil. It will be electric and will use hydrofoils for the smoothest, fastest ride. It aims to be the fastest ferry in the world when it starts commercial operations in 2023 in Stockholm, Sweden. Okay. Much like the people behind the CAPTN project, Candela believes water transport can and should be modernized to become a better, cleaner, and more comfortable alternative to mass transit on land. Man, peep the slang.
What will mobility look like in the future? This is presently one of the most pertinent questions. Traffic jams are a daily occurrence in many cities, and the volume of traffic continues to increase. Individual transportation in particular often lacks suitable and, above all, attractive alternatives. Solutions to this problem are being developed all over the world. In Kiel, we also recognize this potential and focus on the development of a new mobility. Based on the city's geographic location and traffic situation, the Vaiaro sub-project is presenting a future concept for ferry traffic on the fjord. Several scientists and working groups are involved in the development, namely from Kiel University, Kiel University of Applied Sciences, Matthias University of Fine Arts and Design, and representatives from politics, administration, and industry. The initiative addresses the entire mobility chain, including connections between bus and ferry services. Based on an electric, autonomous ferry, two concepts have been developed in the Vaiaro project, each with its own solution approach. The advantages of an electric propulsion are obvious. Emission-free, with electricity from renewable sources, and quiet, the ferry glides across the Kiel Fjord. Autonomous operation, in turn, can increase the frequency of service significantly. The ferry is available on demand at all times, and operation is possible around the clock every day. The combination of the technologies results in a future concept with particular clout. True to the motto, making innovations visible, the new ferry will also create a new landmark for the city. In the future, tourists will be told, if I come to Kiel, I definitely want to take the new ferry.